Hello boys and girls. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate to you how to draw the balloon dog of Jeff Koons. Now you may choose to do another animal and earn yourself some extra credit or bonus points on that to try another animal of your choosing. So I'll probably demonstrate a second animal as well. But to start off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by doing a representation of Jeff Koons' balloon dog. Now the shape we're going to be working with are ovals, so you're going to want to draw lightly with your pencil. Okay, but remember these are oval shapes. That's the shape we want, are ovals. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with I'm going to go this way because I like to go this direction. Okay, I'm going to start off with the balloon dog's ears. So I'm going to draw very lightly in an oval. There's another ear right behind that one, so I'm going to draw that one in too. Okay, then I'm going to do the oval for his nose, his neck, his back, his tail, his front legs, his back legs. Okay, once I have the initial sketch all done, and again that's done very lightly in pencil so that if I do make a mistake it's easy enough to correct, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to push a little bit harder just to get my shapes a little bit cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that to all of my ovals I've drawn. Now on his tail, he's got that long little end of the balloon sticking out, so I'm going to make sure I add that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do his neck, his head, and then his ears. Okay, and you can see I switched it backward, the back ear to the other side. Okay, once I have it drawn out this way, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trace it out with Sharpie marker. I'm going to go through and I'm going to erase my extra pencil marks again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use colored pencils to color my balloon dog. You could use markers if that's what you have available, but if you have colored pencils, use colored pencils because you're going to be able to get a few different effects on there. Okay, one of the effects you're going to be able to get is the idea that it is a reflection or reflective, and that you can't really get when you're doing it with markers. So I'm going to just do this really quick because I'm only going to do one section for you, and then I'm going to put the rest of the coloring through a time lapse so that you can see me do the whole thing during this short video. Okay, one of those things that's going to make it look reflective is to draw it darker or to color it darker around the edges. So I'm going to go around the edges, which are kind of because it's rounded, it's more of a rounded surface. Okay, the edges are going to be darker than the middle. I'm going to pretend like the light is coming in, hitting them right from the side here. So the side right in the middle of this section is going to be the brightest, or the lightest, as it were, with the colored pencils. So I'm going to color the outside edge, or bring the lightest, or I'm sorry, the darkest. And then I'm going to slowly add some color to the inside, or inside of this section as well. So I'm going to go from darkest to lightest, so I'm going to kind of make it a little bit darker right in here. And then a little bit darker than the next level. and the lightest part right in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to really kind of work that together so that looks a little bit more believable as far as it being a reflective surface. So I'm going to push really hard towards the outside and get that really nice and dark. I could even use a different color blue, like a darker blue, to do this. But I'm going to push with a little bit more pressure towards the outside edge, or outside of this particular balloon section, to make it nice and dark. And then I'm going to let my pressure off as I come towards that middle a little bit, just to keep that idea that it's kind of glowing or shining in the light. Okay, I'm going to do that same thing to all of these, but I'm going to do it through a time lapse so that you don't have to wait forever to watch me finish.